felt like she had saved my life, and it was my obligation to, you know, save hers. And I wanted to meet her. I was about 9 weeks pregnant in my first trimester, and I went and saw my OB and for a routine ultrasound, and they had noticed that there was a 5-centimeter mass in my ovary, and it looked suspicious, and he said, you know, I'd like to remove that. So why don't we wait till your second trimester, because that's a safer time to go in for surgery, and we'll take that out and see what it is. It shouldn't be there. So I couldn't feel it, didn't even know it was there. In the second trimester, we had it removed. I had surgery, and everything went really great with my recovery and the surgical procedure, and it was recommended to abort Sylvia and start aggressive chemotherapy treatments. Anybody that knows me would have not been surprised at all by our decision to not abort her. That was, you know, a no-brainer for us, and everybody knows how strongly our views are on life. You know, we didn't feel that chemotherapy was going to be an option either for us. We just didn't want to put Sylvia at harm's way in any way, shape, or form. We just felt like she was such a blessing, because if she wasn't there growing, we would have never known that that was there, and it could have easily have killed me. And I wanted to meet her and this beautiful child inside me. I was very excited, and it was our 10th child. So it was a very joyous time for us, and it was recommended that, you know, we do a C-section so that she could be born maybe a month early, and, you know, we could start treatment, you know, once she's born. After the surgery in June, when they removed the tumor, a couple weeks later they had requested that I get a CAT scan done, because they wanted to see if the cancer had spread anywhere else. And that decision was a little difficult for me because of the radiation on the baby, and, you know, it's not something that they typically do to pregnant women. And you know, it was something I really had to pray about, but I felt that, you know, yes, it's minimal, exactly, and that we really should go forward and have this CAT scan done. And
it was a good thing.
And it was a very good thing, because they did end up finding a saddle embolism on that CAT scan, which is typically something that people don't live through. And my doctor was very surprised to see me breathing and doing well when I went into his office immediately after they realized there was this giant blood clot. And at that point, it had broken apart and ended up in both lungs. And again, I didn't feel anything. I didn't have shortness of breath. I had no pain. I had no idea that it even was happening. And I credit that to the power of prayer when we did find out that the clot was there, and immediately people were praying for our situation. The rest of the pregnancy went perfect. Like, it really went great. I felt like it was one of my easiest pregnancies. I had so much energy. The surgery went remarkable. They were prepared for anything, because they had no idea what to expect when they opened me up. The one part that was just so amazing is I didn't have to go completely under. I was able to, you know, get the spinal and the epidural and be able to hear and be aware of everything that was taking place. And Sylvia comes out perfect. And then in the hospital, you know, for those 4 or 5 days I was there, it was fabulous. I recovered super quick, and, you know, the doctors were very impressed that I was recovering so quickly after, you know, this kind of dual surgery that they had done. So it was wonderful. And on November 21st, I went and saw my oncologist, and that's when he said that, you know, I've looked at your test results and everything is great. He's like, you're grossly Ned.
We were like, no. Grossly Ned. And NED is no evidence of disease, so it was really remarkable. It has to be 1 in a million scientifically, but in our hearts, that we were blessed with a great healing, no doubt about it.